Recently, I've had something on the top of my mind. Since Super Mario Maker 2 has been out for over 3 years and I've played the game since day 1, I've been thinking of something. Is Super Mario Maker 2 a good game? Well, Super Mario Maker 2 is, what my channel is named after, and it's my most played game of all time, but would I really consider it a good game? And that's kind of what I want to do in this video. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, let's first talk about the Mario Maker franchise. Mario Maker 1 was a really revolutionary Mario game, being the first Mario game where you can actually make your own levels. The customization in that game was incredible. It's still to this day mind-blowing that we can still make levels. But when Mario Maker 2 came out, it was like, whoa. Everything was literally doubled. You have more game themes, more levels to make, more assets to levels, and so much more. There are many new items that are great additions to Mario Maker 2, like the on-off switches, the snake blocks, the twisters, and so much more. There is so much customization in the game, and there's also brand new ways to help make levels, like making vertical levels, or you can actually control the custom auto-scroll of the said levels. These are amazing additions to Mario Maker 2, and they help customize the creator's level and their experience for when it comes to making it. Now, in addition to this, all 4 of the original Super Mario Maker 1 game styles retain in Mario Maker 2, which are Super Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Bros. U. But all 4 of these game styles are extremely unique from one another, and each have something unique about them. In addition to that, the game themes have been enhanced, especially Super Mario Bros. 1 and Super Mario Bros. 3. You can now crouch when you're small Mario, which you could never do before in Super Mario Bros. There were snow themes, deserts, forests were not in Super Mario Bros. 1, however, they are still present in Mario Maker 2 and even have their own unique soundtrack to help blend in with the other game themes. Except for Super Mario Bros. 3. I have no idea why the ground, desert, and forest theme share the exact same soundtrack, but I digress. The point is, Mario Maker 2's maker customization is absolutely incredible. You can upload up to 100 courses, and it's seriously amazing. Now, even though that all this is fun, it could definitely be abused by players with more assets. Leads to more players abusing these assets. You could play as 4 characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Toadette. It's nice to have 4 different characters because you can pick a main if you want, or you could just change up the characters every once in a while. The game also has co-op with friends. You can play levels together, and you can also make levels together. We'll talk about that in a bit, but it's still nice to have this here. Also, a major new addition to Mario Maker 2 is the Super Mario 3D World game theme. This felt like such an unusual game theme at first, but honestly, Nintendo made Mario 3D World work so well in Mario Maker 2. The cat suit is back. Enemies from Mario 3D World were carried over to Mario Maker 2, such as the Porky Puffer, Charbark, Skipsqueak, Hopchops. Pom Pom has returned, and so has Boom Boom. Boom Boom, I should also mention, is in the other 4 game themes as well. Meowser is replaced by Bowser in the Mario 3D World game theme. Mario 3D World is super unique from the other game themes that I do think that it's still really nice to have Mario 3D World in. I thought it was going to be impossible to make it work in Mario Maker 2, but they honestly did a really good job at making it work. There is also something that is really great about Mario Maker 2. It already has great content in it, but not to mention there were also updates. And they stopped updating and giving new updates after a 9-month period. But that's besides the point, so let's talk about the updates. Version 2.0 added a bunch of brand new features such as spikes, pokies, ninja speedruns, and of course my favorite, the Master Sword power-up. This is easily one of my favorite power-ups in the entire game. You literally transform into Link and literally have all of his moves. You can throw bombs, shoot arrows, down thrust, dash, and so much more. You might think that this power-up is extremely broken, but surprisingly, it's actually not, to be honest. Version 3.0 also added a lot of brand new things, and it was also the last major update, but they truly went all out. There were so many things added in this update. The frog suit, boomerang suit, acorn suit, pea balloon. The pea balloon was enhanced from Super Mario World, and I actually like it a lot more here. There was, of course, all of the different wearables you could do in Mario 3D World, Super Worlds, the SMB2 mushroom. There was so much of these updates were such great additions to the game and truly added what Mario Maker could do. It's honestly upsetting that they stopped getting updates. And I may have said this before, but I think I'll say it again. I have a theory that Super Mario Bros. 2 was actually going to be a game theme, but because this update was released like when the pandemic was really starting, they just didn't have enough time to make it into a full game theme, so they just made it part of the Super Mario Bros. Game style. Now, I do make levels in Mario Maker 2, but I spend a lot more time playing Mario Maker 2, and it's honest, and it honestly delivers. The story mode is a nice change in pace, and it actually feels like a brand new Mario game when you play through the story mode. The levels here are super creative and are great additions to the game. Course World has been heavily upped from Mario Maker 1. It has way more to do. You can check out the courses to see the hot, popular, and new courses that will give you a certain variety of levels that you want to play. In addition, if you have a specific level that you want to play, you can go to detailed search and find the said game themes that you're looking for. And there's way more to do in Course World. You of course have co-op and versus, which has made Mario Maker 2 infamous for having amazing online multiplayer. But it honestly is nice to have online multiplayer, which is a good thing because it's the first main series Mario game to have online multiplayer, if you consider Mario Maker a part of the main series. It's still really cool to have it. It's just can get really laggy. And yeah, that's not the best thing in the world. Endless Challenge has replaced 100 Mario Challenge from Mario Maker 1, in which the player has an endless set of levels that they can explore. Rather than beating a level in 100 Mario Challenge, you can keep playing the levels for as long as you want until you get a game over. It's such a cool thing to have, and I feel like Endless Challenge is a great addition to Mario Maker 2. You can also search up level codes with the IDs again. Despite the IDs being back, there's only 9 digits instead of 16 like in Mario Maker 1, but it would be nice to still search things up. But overall, Course World is such a unique part to Mario Maker 2. You can even customize your Mii. You can earn costumes based off achieving certain things in the game, and you can change how your Mii looks. You can earn these costumes by completing certain tasks in the game, like uploading levels and getting maker points, or completing a certain amount of levels in endless mode. There's a lot to do and a lot of costumes that you can get that I have not gotten yet. I've been playing this game for over 3 years, and I still haven't gotten all the costumes yet, and I likely won't get it for a very long time. But Course World is still where I spend most of my time in Mario Maker 2, and it honestly delivers for being an enjoyable place in Mario Maker 2. Now, Mario Maker 2 is certainly not perfect. The game does have some flaws with it, which I am going to talk about. For starters, the most obvious one, and the one I hear a lot, is amiibo costumes, and I definitely agree. I feel like it's such a missed opportunity to not have amiibos in Mario Maker 2, considering there were many more amiibos that were released in the time period of Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2, so it just felt like a missed opportunity to not put them in. Maybe, at first, I thought more game characters were going to get added when Link was announced, that would just kind of be the replacement for the amiibo costumes. But that didn't happen, except for the SMB2 mushroom, which that's still just Mario, but that's besides the point. Amiibo costumes would have been amazing to have in the game. Also, I do kind of wish 100 Mario Challenge was still in Mario Maker 2. That way we'd have both 100 Mario Challenge and Endless Challenge. I feel like that'd be a good way to have like a 100 Mario Challenge where you could just play through a linear level so you can get to the end, and Endless Challenge so you can continue your run. But still though, it is nice to have Endless Challenge. I just wish, hopefully for Mario Maker 3, they bring both back. And of course, the laggy multiplayer you guys know where this is going with the multiplayer. The multiplayer is extremely laggy, and sometimes it can just not be fun. Now, I should also mention that making levels with friends is extremely difficult. I believe you can only use the sideways Joy-Cons, which is extremely clunky and hard to do. So it's just another thing that's just like a bit hard and kind of, I don't know why you can't use a controller, but you have to use the Joy-Con sideways, which is really odd to me. Mario Maker 2 has some great things about it. The level customization, the story mode, Course World being really, really fun. I feel like Mario Maker 2 has so much to love about it. However, on the flip side, it has online multiplayer that can be pretty hard to play in. Amiibo costumes not being there felt like such a missed opportunity. And there are a bit more problems with Mario Maker 2. But even after all this, would I consider Super Mario Maker 2 a good game? And after some thinking, I would definitely say yes. Super Mario Maker 2 is a good game.